In this video, we're going to explore some ghost towns and abandoned places in West Texas, including an old movie theater, courthouse, high school, and much more. We're also going to stop at a couple art installations along the way. So let's begin. Our first stop is Stiles, Texas. It's located about 18 miles north of Big Lake, Texas. This courthouse was abandoned in 1925 when the county seat was moved to Big Lake. A post office was established here in 1894, but it closed in 1939. Arson damaged this place in 1998. And it is on private property and there's a fence around the whole building. One of the reasons why this town was abandoned was because the railroad bypassed it in 1911. In 1925, the population was 75. By the year 2000, there was just 4 residents. Now no one lives here. That looks like it may have been the jailhouse. Our next stop is Toyah, Texas. It's located about 20 miles west of Pecos, Texas. The town now has a population of 61 people, down from a peak of over 1,000 people before the Great Depression. It was founded in 1881 with the arrival of the railroad. This is an amazing looking church. But it's this high school that drew me here. I couldn't find when it closed, but it opened in 1912. It's hard to imagine decades of students graduating here. In 2004, a tornado damaged much of this town. It's probably why most of it is now a ghost town. These buildings look like they were recently torn down. Someone had posted a sign on that pole asking to buy abandoned houses. And right off the highway is this abandoned gas station. And our next stop is Sierra Blanca, Texas. This is technically not a ghost town, lots of people still live here, but right along the old interstate is a lot of abandoned buildings. The town is located about 80 miles southeast of El Paso. This abandoned movie theater was my favorite building. Although it says Tate, it actually used to say State. It closed down in 1986. The town was established in 1881 when the railroad came through. This building was the grocery store and hardware store. I wanted to check out that unique building in the back, but there was a lot of cactus here. It made it rather difficult. Our next town is Dryden, Texas. It's located on Highway 90, about 3-hour drive south of Odessa, Texas. The town was established in 1882. There was a post office here starting in 1888, but had recently been closed down. When you're in Dryden, you really feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Sanderson is the nearest town, about 20 miles away. I had to turn the volume down on most of this video because it was extremely windy my entire time in Texas. I guess I should be watching out for rattlesnakes while I'm here. Our next stop is McNary, Texas. It's located about 23 miles west of Sierra Blanca. There's only a few buildings left right along the highway. The town was established in 1921. At its peak, the population was 300 people in 1948. and there was still 250 people in 1990. I'm not sure when these buildings closed down, but I'm going to assume it's been at least 30 to 40 years. This was a Mexican restaurant. Next, we're going to visit Sanderson, Texas. Once again, this is not a ghost town, but it's got a lot of abandoned buildings right along the highway, including this gas station. When I left town, I noticed the police were using this spot as a speed trap. Sanderson is a county seat and was established in 1905. It's also the cactus capital of Texas. I don't like cactuses. I'm going to assume this building was the old honky tonk. It's a rather big building without a lot of windows. The town of Sanderson is actually quite charming. I enjoyed my visit a lot. I think the Amtrak train even stops here. The former hotel now appears to be a home and garden center. It was the busiest place in town. Just west of Sanderson is this Buckees art installation. It first appeared in April of 22, but it was removed a few days later, but it came back in June of 2023. Buckees is not responsible for the art installation at all. And just a bit further up the highway is the town of Marathon. It's also known as the gateway to Big Bend National Park, located about 36 miles away. It was founded in 1882. The population of this town peaked in the year 2000 with 470 residents. This is the preserved jailhouse. So I'm visiting from Saskatchewan, Canada. If you don't mind telling me where you're watching from in the comment section, I would really appreciate that. And I do highly recommend traveling down Highway 90 in West Texas. Not only for Big Bend National Park, but also the town of Marfa. It's a pretty interesting art town. Also on Highway 90 is Valentine, Texas. This is also a railroad town established in 1882. In the year 2000, 181 people lived here. And not surprisingly, a lot of people use this town to mail cards for Valentine's Day. Standard products. It also has the cutest public library I've ever seen. There was a number of houses for sale, but I don't know if they're in very good condition. West Texas was everything I expected it to be. When I was in high school in Houston, Texas, we were taught that West Texas was wild and wide open. Although I wouldn't consider this area to be very wild, it was very remote and you felt very lonely. Tree fell on the house. About 1.5 miles west of Valentine, Texas, is the Prada art installation. A lot of people think this is in Marfa, but Marfa is about a half-hour drive east of here. It was created in 2005. And after some vandalism in 2014, it has now been under video surveillance. And just a little further west of Valentine is Loco, Texas. The entire town was abandoned in 1991. It was established in 1907. The entire town is now privately owned and is marked no trespassing. And it does have yet another art installation. This one is this mini Walmart. At its peak in the 60s, 90 people lived here. In 2023, the entire town was listed for sale for $100,000. This building was a rest stop at one point. It appears that this too became an art exhibit. Next, we're going to visit Kent, Texas. This is located just off Highway 10, east of Van Horn, Texas. Not much is left here. This gas station has recently been abandoned. No one lives here anymore, but in the year 2000, 60 people still lived here. There was a post office here from 1892 until 1960. The school closed in 1961. The sign says, "No nuclear waste." There's also this mysterious warehouse behind the gas station. And a railroad siding did pull into the warehouse. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below.